We are at week 5 post-op on my tummy tuck, and I can't wait to tell you how things change from week 4 to week 5. This weekend was a game changer. This was the first weekend that I threw leggings on and I really felt like I had full mobility. I wasn't lifting really heavy items, but I wasn't having fits and starts of pain as I started to move and do things that I would normally do. So for me, that 4.5 week mark was a game changer. In addition, I'm really starting to feel like my body is tightening and starting to get used to its new shape. So everything looks a little bit smoother. Everything's starting to feel like it's getting to the point that it's just where it's supposed to be. I know that sounds weird, but your body goes from this to this. There's some level of catching up that has to get done. And I feel like at the 5 week mark, you start to see that happening. I don't know, maybe your body goes through a period of shock or something, and this is where it really starts working for you. I've been wearing scar tape for the last week with no other medication or creams. I'm actually going to send a video to my doctor today so that he can actually see the scar and tell me what the next step is. So I don't know if we go to some kind of scar creams. I don't know if we go to any kind of other treatments. So I will let you know what that next step is. My scar is looking so good and so clean. The massages have made a huge difference in the scar. When I first took it off, it was like a little lumpy in areas, and my masseuse really kind of rubbed it out. That made such a big difference, and the scar is just so flat. So optimistic about how the scar is going to heal. There's nothing I could do about how big the scar is. It literally goes from hip bone to hip bone. It had to because of how much skin had to come off. Literally, the skin that had to come off was the size of a small baking sheet. But if you pick the right surgeon, that surgeon will make sure that scar is as low as possible and as clean and flat as possible when it heals. So far, so good, Dr. George. We're winning. So that's it, week 5. If you guys are in week 1 and 2 and you're really going through when does this end, week 4.5 for me was an absolute game changer. There was a marked improvement as I got to 4.5 weeks, and I absolutely felt the difference. Here's your week 5 update. I will update you when I find out what the scar treatment will be, and we'll talk a little bit more about it as I get through that 3-month journey. Talk to you soon.